Yes. So have you understood what is a statement in logic or a proposition? It is
Yes,
a
ma'am.
declarative sentence. Okay? It is a declarative sentence that is either true or false, but not both at a time. Okay? So let us write the definition of proposition. Proposition, all of you are writing it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Don't keep anything pending for you, okay?
Yes.
A proposition is a declarative sentence. A proposition is a declarative sentence that is either true or false. But not both, okay? At a time you cannot say it is true or false. ऐसे नहीं है. Either true or false का मतलब है at a time it is one of them. Okay? So for example, today is Sunday. So today is Sunday. As today is Saturday, the truth value of this statement becomes false today, right? But if you say the same thing tomorrow, then it will become true. Is that okay, girls?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Mathematics is my favorite subject. Is it a true statement?
False.
It is a false statement.
False.
For how many of you it is false?
Because for you it is your favorite. Just sometimes it may change, na miss.
Yes. No. That's what I'm saying. It will be changed, Ritika. In general, you cannot say it false. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that for all FYBSc students, mathematics is the favorite subject. I'm saying that we will come to that point.
It's your favorite.
See, it is my when I am saying this statement, when Gitanjali is saying this statement, it is true. It may happen that Ritika is saying and Ritika's favorite subject is not mathematics, it is something else. Then that is false. Do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
But in general,
Yes, ma'am.
when you apply it for 50 people, suppose, and 50 people में हर एक का अगर favorite subject mathematics है, then it will become true for all those 50. But even though you get a single person whose favorite subject is not mathematics, then that statement will become false. But then I have to use those words for all. Okay? Here I am talking about a person who is talking about his or her favorite subject. So for that person particularly, it may be true or false. Okay?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
there's a girl waiting in the waiting room. Can you admit her?
Yes. Yeah. Now if I say 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, it is true or false? Yes, Ritika, it is true or false. Now it is always true, right? Wherever you go in the world, whichever set you consider, whichever set of numbers you consider, 2 plus 3 is going to be 5 always. ऐसे नहीं कि 2 plus 3 equal to 5 is true in India and it is false in America. ऐसा होगा क्या?
नहीं.
नहीं होगा. Okay? This is false, right? Right? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, the following sentences are not propositions. we should know the counter examples also always. Counter examples means which contradicts the definition. Here in the definition of proposition, we are saying that it is a declarative sentence that is either true or false, but not both. So we should have a contradictory example. So what is your name? This is not a proposition. The following sentences are not. यहाँ पे not करो please. What is your name? Okay. How difficult the method. So this is exclamation. The method is difficult and the person is expressing it like that. Okay. Then something like this. You cannot decide whether it is true or false, right? X plus 5 is equal to 7. Can you decide whether it is true or false? Can you decide?
No.
You cannot decide unless and until you put some value in place of x, right? जब तुम x equal to 2 value डालोगे इसमें, when you substitute x equal to 2 on the LHS, then it will become a true statement. If you put x is equal to 3 or any other value from the set of real numbers other than 2, the statement is going to be false. So this is not a proposition. Okay, it is called something else that we will see later on. Okay, so this kind of sentences, I will say, we are going to handle. Okay, everybody cleared the definition of proposition?
Yes, ma'am.
Which you have been calling as statement. Okay, henceforth we will be calling it as proposition. So propositions are denoted by variables, generally p, q, r, right? Propositions are denoted by variables, say P, Q, R, S, etc. ओके आप जो ट्रूथ टेबल बनाते हो वो भी P और Q यूज करके बनाते हो ना, राइट?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the truth value true is denoted by capital T. Okay, if the proposition is true, we denote it by capital T. The truth value false is denoted by capital F. Okay, so in the first lecture we will be revising all that you have done already, the standard things that we need, the prerequisites to study logic. Okay, so now let us move to logical connectives. Do you remember which logical connectives you have studied?
And, or, if, then, if and only if, not.
Not. The very first one is not, right? Negation. That is called as negation.
Negation.
Not. And it is denoted by this. This is the, what is this name? What is the name of this symbol? Do you know what is the name of this symbol?
Negation.
Negation. Yeah. Negation symbol in logic, but the name, the symbol we use is called as tilde. What is it?
Tilde.
Name of the symbol, and it denotes negation in logic. Okay, so negation of a proposition, negation of a proposition P is denoted by negation P. Okay. So for example, if you say P denotes it is raining today, right? So what would be negation P?
It is not raining today.
It is not raining today, correct. It is not raining today. Okay. So it is very simple. So if P is true, how you will write the table? See, this is P, this is negation P. If P is true, negation P would be false. If P is false, negation P would be true. This is the truth table of negation. Okay. Any doubts so far? I'm taking it very slowly.
No.
Next connective.
Or
Now, whichever connectives we will be using, because of those connectives, let us go back to your English grammar. What is a simple sentence? Now, I am not saying statement, I am saying simple sentence.
adjective sentence.
Hmm?
Easy to understand.
What? Easy to understand. Is it correct? See, I am saying it is raining today. Huh? And another statement I am making, it is raining today and I will not go to college. So which one is simple and which one is not simple? Do you understand both the statements? Is there any
Yes, ma'am.
difficulty in understanding? So it has nothing to do with understanding, easy or difficult one. It has to do with connectives, right? A simple sentence is a sentence which doesn't involve any kind of connective. Let us go back to English grammar. All of you can recall this. Simple sentences and compound sentences. Do you remember? And when you make use of connectives in between to connect the simple sentences, that whole sentence becomes compound sentence. Okay. Now the same theory we are going to use in logic. We are going to use some logical connectives. We will connect two propositions. Okay. Two simple propositions or two simple statements, and then that will give us a compound statement. Two or more, I can have two or more. Okay. So what happens here, when I have two simple propositions, suppose I say it is raining today. हाँ, ये मैंने proposition consider कर लिया. तो इसकी ट्रूथ वैल्यू किसी दूसरे सेंटेंस के ट्रूथ वैल्यू पे डिपेंड करती है क्या? करती है क्या?
Ma'am.
हाँ,
No.
नहीं करती है. आइदर इट इज ट्रू और फॉल्स, है ना? लेकिन आप कहोगे क्या कि ये दूसरा कोई सेंटेंस है, वो ट्रू और फॉल्स है, इसलिए ये ट्रू और फॉल्स है. ऐसा आप नहीं कह सकते हो. बट वेन आई राइट समथिंग लाइक दिस, दैट इफ इट इज रेनिंग टूडे, एक एग्जाम्पल दे रही हूँ, इफ यूज कर रही हूँ अभी. इफ इट इज रेनिंग टूडे, then I will not go to college. Right? Now, this is a proposition, right? And this is another proposition. And this if then is what? This is a connective. If I call this as P and this as Q, this is nothing but P implies Q statement, right? P implies Q. So the truth value of P implies Q totally depends on the truth values of P and Q both. Truth value of P implies Q depends on truth values of P and Q. So this is called as a compound proposition. Do you understand that? When two or more propositions are connected by connectives, logical connectives. So what happens when you connect two or more propositions? That compound proposition's truth value depends on the simple propositions involved in it. So as a whole, if it is raining today, then I will not go to college. Yes, पूरा compound statement true है या false है वो depend करता है on the truth values of P and Q. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So let us first write the definition of compound statement. Okay, before we actually see what is and or and if then. Compound statement. A compound statement is a sentence made up of two or more propositions together. Two or more propositions together with certain connecting words. With certain connecting words or expressions. So, what are these words called? These words are called as logical connectives. Okay? Logical connectives. The words which we are going to use to connect two or more. So, for example, and, or, etc. Okay? Yes. Can we have the first compound statement then? Hmm? First standard compound statement, that is called as conjunction. What is the name? Conjunction. And the word you are going to use is and. Okay, and the symbol is this. This is the symbol cap. Okay, you can remember it as cap. That means you have two simple statements. Statement matlab proposition. Statement means which has truth value. Okay, statement and proposition are same. So when you connect two simple statements by the connective and, it is called as conjunction and it is denoted as P and Q. Okay. So let P and Q be two propositions. Okay. The conjunction of P and Q. Are you all writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Inara, show me your notebook, Inara. Inara, can you show me? Are you there, Inara? Harshad.
I'm not able to see your screen, ma'am.
No, you have to show me your notebook. You don't have to see me. Why you are not able to see my screen?
Problem is from my side, ma'am. WebEx from my
You
WebEx.
should have told me, no, from the beginning only that you are not able to see.
Ma'am, it's from my side. I have joined 3 times.
So what do you see then on your screen? What do you see on the screen then?
It's just showing half of the screen, like.
How this is possible? Everyone can see my screen.
Ma'am, the problem is from my side. I'm saying no.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
problem is from my side.
So the conjunction of, sorry, I should not write this symbolically here. The conjunction of P and Q, small letters, please use small letters. Huh? P and Q is denoted by P cap Q. Okay, so this is the symbol used for the conjunction of P and Q. So let us see the truth table. How to prepare truth table? See, when you consider only one statement, what are the possibilities of one statement's truth value?
True or false?
True or
True.
false, right? Either it is true or false. Now let us consider another statement Q. What are the possibilities of Q then?
True or false?
Either it is true or it is false, right? Now,
Yes,
when
ma'am.
you consider two statements at a time, what are the possibilities? Either both are true, right? Or both are
Yes.
false, right?
Yes, ma'am.
करेक्ट बोल रही हूं मैं?
Yes,
या
ma'am.
तो दोनों स्टेटमेंट्स ट्रू है या तो दोनों स्टेटमेंट्स फॉल्स है, या फिर क्या हो सकता है? What else can happen?
One statement true or one statement false.
One statement is true and the other one is false. But that gives rise to two cases, right? That gives rise to two cases. As you are calling them as P and Q, may happen that P is true and Q is false, right? And what is the another case?
P is false and Q is true.
False and Q is true. So do you understand this particular thing first of all?
Yes.
So these four permutations, I will call as permutations of T and F. Okay. So both are true. So यहाँ पे देखो हाफ ट्रू हाफ फॉल्स है. जब आपके पास चार परम्यूटेशन है तो पहले स्टेटमेंट को आप कैसे लिखोगे? हाफ टाइम्स ट्रू हाफ टाइम्स फॉल्स. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? ओके.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ. और दूसरे स्टेटमेंट को, लास्ट स्टेटमेंट को आप लिखोगे ऑल्टरनेट TF. ये तरीका है जैसे आपके स्टेटमेंट्स बढ़ते हैं वैसे आपको परम्यूटेशंस लिखने हैं टी और एफ के. सो विदाउट कंफ्यूजन इन योर माइंड यू कैन construct a truth table. Okay, how many permutations will be there? So when you have two statements, you have 2 raised to n, that is 2 raised to 2 permutations. Do you understand this?
Yes.
So when you have 3 statements, you will have 8 permutations. When you will have 4 statements, you will have 2 raised to 4, that is 16 permutations of T and F. So one by one we will see that. So have you understood this particular construction first of all? P and Q का कैसे आया ये?
Yes, ma'am.
बहुत स्टूडेंट्स ये रट्टा मारते हैं, which I don't like. Okay, you need not to by heart this. You have to understand कि P की possibilities क्या क्या है. Either P is true or it is false. तो अगर फिर Q की possibilities हम करते हैं कि P is either true, मैं P को true fix रखती हूँ, then Q की possibilities क्या है? Q is either true or false. Okay? समझा ये? वैसे ही P को false किया तो P को false fix रखा मैंने, तो Q की फिर से possibilities है T और F. And now we will write P and Q. So P and Q क्या होगा? What will be P and Q?
True, false, false, false.
So when this statement will be true and when this statement will be false?
When both the statements are true, then P and Q will be true.
True. Otherwise, it will be false.
False.
Everybody follows this?
Yes.
So conjunction is true when both the propositions are true, because you claim both the things to happen at the same time. Okay, so that is going to be true when both are true. Finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Now say next one. Next one is what?
Disjunction.
Disjunction.
Or
Let P and Q be two propositions. So यहाँ पे हम word use करेंगे और, okay? और इसे हम denote करेंगे cup से, okay? This is the notation. Let P and Q be two propositions. Then disjunction of P and Q is denoted by this P or Q and is read as P or Q. Is that okay? इसे पढ़ेंगे हम P और Q. So again, truth table, the same way we will have 4 permutations, T, T, F, F. इसे याद कैसे करना है देखो. When there are 4 permutations, half of the permutations पहले statement के लिए half times you will write T and half times you will write F. And the last statement, as the second statement is last statement, we will write alternate TF, TF. Yes. Now P or Q. When it is true and when it is false.
When one of the statement is true, the P and Q value is true.
When one of the statements is true, P or Q is true, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Conversely or equivalently, I would say, not conversely, equivalently, when both the statements are false, P or Q is false, right? So it is false only when both are false. Otherwise, it is true. At least one proposition is true. So we can reframe it as P or Q is true when at least one of the propositions P and Q is true. ठीक है? At least का मतलब क्या होता है girls? What do you mean by at least one? कम से कम
one or more than one.
more than one, exactly. So जब ये दोनों true है, देखो यहाँ पे, जब दोनों true है तो भी true ही आएगा. जब दोनों में से कोई एक true है, कम से कम एक true है, तो true ही आएगा. Otherwise it is false. Okay, when both are false, it is false. You don't claim here that both the things will happen. You are saying either or. Okay, finished?
Ma'am.
Yes. Next one. Next one is called as ring sum or exclusive or. Have you done this in electronics? Huh?
No, ma'am.
एक्सक्लूसिव और इसे कहते हैं, या फिर हम कह सकते हैं इसे रिंग सम भी कहते हैं. ओके, बट यू रिमेंबर दिस वर्ड एक्सक्लूसिव और. हाँ, सो व्हाट इज एक्सक्लूसिव और? लेट P and Q be propositions the exclusive or of P and Q denoted by, so this is the notation. प्लस में आपको रिंग लगानी है. P plus Q is the proposition that is true when exactly one of the P and Q is true. Okay, so when both are true or both are false, when both are true, both are false, P ring sum Q is going to be false. Okay, false otherwise. ठीक है, समझा है? सो ट्रूथ टेबल कैसा है इसका? P Q, P ring sum Q, so T T F F T F T F. So exactly one of them has to be true. यहाँ पे exactly word यूज किया है, देखो exactly. So दोनों ट्रू है तो क्या होगा? फॉल्स होगा. दोनों फॉल्स है तो भी फॉल्स होगा. So it is FTTF. ओके, मीटिंग एंड होने वाली है हमारी. Let me quickly take the attendance of this lecture. Okay.